Hi everyone. I already have said that I was a bit inspired by what everyone was doing at the workshop with Fleur. I love her little rock pool creations, and I loved everyone else's, and I was inspired to have a bit of a play. I'm not going to say I'm using Fleur's technique because I wasn't at the workshop, but I did get the book, and honestly, it doesn't tell me anything about the technique in the book, so I am flying by the seat of my pants, making it up as I go. But here's the page. It's really only got a bit about the clay, and it's got a picture of hers, so I'm still inspired. I mean, I can look and get some ideas. However, I'm making it up. This is me making it up. So I got lots of stuff, as you will have seen, from Thrifty Thursday. Got some nice, interesting wools. I went to the $2 shop. I got some little beads. I do have some around, sitting around in a stash. I got a pack of these needles from the $2 shop, which are great for wool. And I have, from the time of watching Ariane Zurch's videos, I've got lots of little ideas of things, so I've had a go at wrapping the wool around these little like bamboo or wooden circles. That's a bit of fun. I picked this up at the $2 shop. I think I picked a few things up at the $2 shop that I didn't show on my Thrifty Thursday. But this is like just soft, gorgeous. I've got a Temu order coming which does have some things like pipe cleaners and stuff like that in it. I got these ones from Savers. Now I was having a bit of fun. So these videos is not going to be a here's how you do it. This is going to be a here's what I'm playing with video. So these little beads, I thought I would have a go. I was going to wrap the bead, but what happened was, as I put the wool through the bead and came back round, the wool split and it created this little bunched up bit of wool, and I thought, oh, actually I like that, that's interesting. I was thinking I would do it like everyone was doing at Fleur's workshop and just do it all white, but then I think, well, actually, I paint lots of things. I don't need the practice or the experience of the painting. I may do some painting, but anyway, I have no idea where this is going to go. I found from ages ago, this is either a burlap or a hessian, and it's very open weave, which is great because it's good for the rug hooking because you can get them in between. So I did do a little bit of a Google search and discovered that latch hooking is when you're hooking and, you know, like almost like a crochet hook, but it's got a little gate door on it. I will find mine soon, where you can put it in like a crochet hook, basically pull these little strands out, and so they end up like that. That's a latch hook or rug hooking, so you end up like that, and then you can cut them and muck around with them. Or needle punch, which I believe everyone was doing a lot of at the workshop with Fleur. It has to be done from the opposite side because as you needle punch it through, the loops come up this side. So I'm ready to muck around, start a bit of a project. I don't know yet how it's going to look, what it's going to end up like. I know that someone mentioned there's a blanket involved, and I don't know if that means that when you've finished you put it on the back, cut it out and put it on the back. But at the moment, if I was going to do any latch hooking, I would have to use these holes. If I was going to do any needle punching, I was going to use these holes. So all the people that have done the workshop with Fleur are probably going, yes, Christina, we know that, but I didn't do the workshop, and I just want to have a go at it because I'm inspired by what everyone was making. So I don't know. I'm just going to start and I'm going to have a play because that's what I do. That's how I roll. I'm using the middle. So if you saw the video the other day with the Temu order, there was 3 sizes, a small, a medium and a large. So I'm using the medium because I figure if I don't enjoy it, I will at least have one piece that's this size. If you know, it's a little bit bigger than the small. Nora was going to join in, but she wants to finish her cross stitch. So she's at the moment not wanting to start. All right, I can't see that. That's not dark enough. I believe everyone's using monk's cloth, which is a lighter, you know, easier to see. So I'm just using, what is this? It's a Derwent pencil because I can see the edges this way. Not quite a heart, a little bit of a pond, but let's see what happens. So I have actually got one of these needles threaded up with this. I can start with some beads. Already finding a use for one of my tins. Now these are pretty, like the hole isn't massive, but let's see. And these needles are very big, which is okay. I don't mind that. All right, here's one idea. I like that. All right, so I might just do a few of those. I was thinking about how drizzle stitch looks with beads and with embroidery floss. And there's possibly something that I might do next to these. I'm just tying a little knot in there. Try to cut them about the same distance. Does seem easier from one side to the other. All right, that's cute. And to me, this edge is just going to be a rough guide because it's going to depend on what happens around the edges. It's always interesting doing something like this where you haven't really done it before and you're just giving it a go. You don't know how it's going to work out. I love that. It's very organic, isn't it? Organic little bobbles. I think, all right, so there's 4 according to all sorts of arty things. I think that I like the uneven numbers, like Rachel says. So that's 5. Just make them a bit shorter, I think. I might end up doing 7. All right, so 7. Not sure how this is going to go, if I want to add that. So I still don't know if I want to add this colour in. This is very large and textural next to these, so it might be good in a different spot. This chenille, I'm going to add the pink in, but it's very short, the white to the brown to the pink, so it might just be one of those things where I'm adding a bit of texture. I can always cover over the brown or the pink if I'm not too happy with it. Not sure if I'll get it through the needle. Use Rachel's little hook for this one. That worked. Oh, this stuff, oh, it breaks down a little bit. Maybe that's not the best idea. So I'm just going to use this same needle. It's very blunt and it's got a very large eye to do a little bit of filling. I have to say that the book is absolutely gorgeous and inspiring as well. Beautiful. This stuff's very fluffy and breaking apart. I might not do too much more of that. I might later, but at the moment I'm just trying a few things. I don't even know if this will end up being a piece, but I'm just playing, just having a little bit of a play, thinking about different textures and seeing what happens. Right, so I found a little bit of lace, so I'm going to have a little play with that. And I've got a smaller needle. And I'm using this beautiful soft cotton. Securing that down, getting some little waves in there. So I can see it's already starting to take some shape. It's very satisfying, it's very relaxing, and it's I feel like I lost my FOMO now. I'm joining in. It's probably not, FOMO's probably not the right word, because it wasn't a fear of missing out, it was a, oh, I missed out. It's not a fear of it, it was just a fact. So factual missing out is still nearly FOMO. Okay, being silly. All right, so that's really pretty. Using the hessian or burlap or whatever it is in the background is probably fine for lots of thick build-up, but it might be at my undoing between here. I may have to put lots of little beads and sequins to kind of cover it up so you can't see it through. But I think if I'm dense enough, and I remember on Christine's video, she said you can always move things and find another gap. I may be able to manage. So I haven't managed to find my little latch hooks yet. I know I have a few, and I've got a needle punch coming in the mail. I've got some little threads that I can start to to weave in a little bit too, just a little bit of aught stuff here. But like I say, this is very much a experiment, and I see how it comes out. Could probably have used thinner cotton for this bit. But now as I'm going, I'm starting to notice that I'm adding in a little bit of the pink, a little bit of this sort of sage green, sea green, which is changing my thoughts on it as I go. I did not have a preconceived idea. All I know is what other people's looked like when they were finished. All right, well, this is a good little start. So I might just do a video of this once a week or something and show where I'm up to, how it's looking. What fun. All right, I think it's a good little start. It'll be a little series I'll make as I go. See how I'm going to look back also on some of Ariane Zurcher's videos for some ideas from some of her little tutorials from last year or the year before, and just see where I get to with it. All right, well, I hope you enjoy watching me have a bit of a play with this. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good week. Bye for now.